Tonight on DC News Now, cars on crates instead of wheels. We're talking to victims of the crime across the DMV and how often police say it happens here. Then remembering the legacy of Dr. Serena Fairfax after the Annandale murder-suicide involving a former lieutenant governor. And spring allergies are nothing to sneeze at. The tips to help you breathe better, that's what's in Going Around.
And so far, the weekend has started off wonderfully, but things are going to change and it's going to cool down. We'll talk all about that coming up.
And saving you money on flights, we're taking a look on how to stretch your dollar.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Good evening and thanks for joining us for DC News Now at 6. I'm Daniel Hamburg. Ben Dennis has the night off. New tonight in D.C., a pedestrian was killed after a hit and run today in the West End. Police say the collision happened at the intersection of 23rd and L Street in Northwest D.C. A woman was found with serious injuries. She was rushed to the hospital where she was pronounced dead. Police say she was in the crosswalk at the time of the crash that involved a white Jeep with Maryland tags. The driver left the scene, and officials say drivers can expect road closures in the area as authorities continue to investigate. One person was hospitalized after a fire broke out in an Annandale apartment early this morning. Firefighters say it happened on McWhorter Place around 7:30 a.m. Crews say flames could be seen from the top of the three-story garden-style building. Crews were able to extinguish the flames around 10:40 a.m. One person was hurt and taken to the hospital with life-threatening injuries. No firefighters were injured, and the cause of the fire is unknown. It's another weekend of youth curfews in D.C. 4 new curfew zones went into effect last night, covering Navy Yard, the old RFK Stadium site, Noma, and Tacoma. It means children under 18 can't gather in groups of 9 or more. Police say it prevents dangerous and disruptive teen takeovers. The curfew started Friday night and goes through Sunday. It's in effect from 8 to 11 p.m. until the citywide curfew kicks in from 11 to 6 a.m. Mayor Muriel Bowser recently issued an emergency order to reinstate curfews for another 15 days, giving council members more time to reconsider extending the restrictions. All right, meteorologist Scott Sumner joining us now. Scott, it's beautiful out today, maybe not so much tomorrow.
No, it'll be a completely different day, Daniel, for sure. Waiting on a front to arrive right now. The showers and storms are off to the west across portions of Ohio as well as Pennsylvania. Not a lot of lightning associated with this, but there has been occasionally a few lightning strikes and a little bit of thunder with it. It's weakened quite a bit, too. So we'll see if this holds together tonight. There is still a little bit of a marginal risk across Garrett County and Allegheny County for a few storms with high winds, but other than that, it looks pretty good. Today's high, 81 degrees. It should be 69, so we're well above that mark. Matter of fact, we'll be below that mark most likely tomorrow night when we talk at this point in time. The record for today, 95, set back in 1976. All right, our temperatures are going to slide down to the upper 50s to around 60 degrees early in the morning for your day on Sunday. And tonight, well, we'll just say mainly cloudy here, or clouds increasing throughout the period. Once we get to the mid and late evening hours, it'll also be a little breezy time and again, but the real wind doesn't arrive, like I said, until tomorrow with the front. We'll talk about that coming up.
Thank you, Scott. Tuesday is special election day in Virginia, focused on redistricting. The last day of early voting wrapped up an hour ago as voters decide whether to allow a redrawing of the Commonwealth's congressional district. DC News Now's Dave LaValle joins us from the Arlington Courthouse. And Dave, how did the voting go today?
Well, from what we saw, turnout appeared to be rather steady all day long. Voters are deciding whether redistricting will take place that could very well benefit Democrats. 10 of Virginia's 11 congressional districts would favor Democrats if voters approve the measure. That party currently holds a razor-thin 6-5 edge across the Commonwealth. Democratic lawmakers want to pass a new House map before the 2030 census. which would give their party a handful of extra seats heading into the midterm elections. Mixed reaction from voters we spoke to earlier as to whether they found the ballot language confusing. Where there is agreement, do your homework before you go to the polls.
I mean, I think it's always important to do your due diligence before you vote on anything. Yeah. I didn't need to do too much research on it, but yeah, I think due diligence is always important.
Democrats are doing this to offset gains made by Republicans who made similar redistricting changes in states like Texas and Missouri. Again, early voting wrapped up here about an hour ago and pretty much all around the Commonwealth. The polls do reopen Tuesday morning starting at 7 o'clock. We're live in Arlington. Dave Laval, DC News Now.
Thank you, Dave. Opponents of a casino in Northern Virginia are urging lawmakers not to overturn the governor's veto. The grassroots efforts against the casino are worried the General Assembly will try to reverse the governor's decision and go against the objections of local government, community leaders, and families in the region. Governor Abigail Spanberger vetoed legislation to build a gaming facility in Fairfax County, saying it would create a precedent of removing local government decision-making. Spanberger's reiterated her stance of creating a statewide independent commission to regulate gambling. Casino supporters say it would bring jobs and tax revenue. Drivers in the DMV are frustrated finding their cars on crates and tires gone. A local tow truck driver in Maryland has been busy helping victims get their cars fixed. He, along with a victim, are now warning others. DC News Now's Yamarisa Say explains.
I was really angry, enraged, frustrated, kind of confused as to why and how it could happen around this area.
Mercedes says she woke up to find her car stripped of its tires in Silver Spring last weekend, just one of many recent cases. Her surveillance camera captured the moments before it happened, showing the possible thieves pulling up, scoping out vehicles, then driving off.
It kind of reminded me of like professional, like NASCAR drivers, because they did it so fast, and it was actually a team of them. The police are not doing anything about it.
Cases like this are all too familiar for tow truck driver Bebo Abarish, who says he responds to these calls so often he spent years using social media to warn people.
Starting to pick back up again, which is very unfortunate. In my head, I'm like, where's the WAVE units? Where's these designated crime theft units to help?
From Silver Spring to Suitland, he says this is happening all across the DMV.
You can go to Facebook Marketplace right now and probably find the wheels that they just stole. And because there's no identifying marks on the wheels, VIN numbers, or any identifying marks, you have no idea where the wheels came from.
So what can you do to protect your car?
The wheel locks that come from the manufacturer, they're not very good. Anybody can get a key for those. So I always tell people to try to get aftermarket wheel locks so they can look online and see which ones are rated the best and try to get those. But also, do not keep that key inside your car.
DC News Now reached out to several police agencies in Prince George's County. These cases fall under theft from auto, with more than 1,100 reported so far this year. Other agencies couldn't provide exact numbers on how often these thefts happen. The Washington Commanders have some new looks for this season. The team says the new uniforms pay homage to the franchise history while fusing it with their new identity. There are 3 fits, a primary burgundy, primary white, and black alternate called the Hailraiser. The team says they captured the modern Commanders identity while incorporating elements from the franchise's rich history. Fans outside the team store are pretty pumped.
The new jersey as well, Scary Terry, because we already have a Jaden Daniels. We'll be back for the Sean Taylor jersey though.
It's hard to come by the salute, so I make sure I got one for myself this year.
Present my new JD5 black jersey. The other jersey just gonna go into a trophy case.
2 other updates. There's a helmet with a glossy paint job and the striped gold pants that, according to a database that tracks these kinds of things, can be traced back to the 60s. Today, people in the district got to check out where the new Commander Stadium will be built. The community walk was organized by DC Office of Planning. A guided 1.4-mile walk started at the Stadium Armory Metro Station. People explored the redevelopment site, learned about the vision for the future, and gave their feedback. The Office of Planning says public engagement helps the master plan process. If you couldn't make it out today, another walk is scheduled for Thursday evening. And the National Zoo was a popular place to be today, reaching capacity shortly after opening. In a post shared on X just before 8:30 this morning, the zoo said it reached its capacity of 10,000 people and encouraged animal lovers to visit another day. People who were able to make it in say they wanted to get out and enjoy the nice weather.
Like how much free area it is. You know, you can walk around. There's a lot of walking around. Like up where we are, there's not really many zoos that you can walk around for miles. This one you can really walk around for miles.
In just a few days, you can see the zoo's new baby Asian elephant. 2-month-old Lin Mai makes her debut Wednesday, April 22nd. Coming up, the sky-high price to fly these days is climbing even more. We're helping you stretch your dollar with where you can find some savings. Plus, painters, potters, jewelers, and other crafters coming together this weekend. The Spring Artisan Crafts Tour happening in Western Maryland. Time is now 6:10. We're taking a live look at the National Mall. Stay with us. Scott Sumner will have your full forecast after the break.